After the death of his father, King T'Challa, better known as Black Panther, returns home to the African nation of Wakanda to take his rightful place as the king. When a powerful enemy suddenly appears, T'Challa's mettle as king and as Black Panther gets tested when he's drawn into a conflict that puts the fate of Wakanda and the entire world at risk. Faced with treachery and danger, the young king must rally his allies and release the full power of Black Panther to defeat his foes and secure the safety of his people. Black Panther was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and this is the 18th movie set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The film stars Chadwick Boseman, MichaelBJordan, Angela Bassett, Martin Freeman, Lupita Nyong'o, and Forrest Whitaker. I will be honest, this isn't exactly my favorite movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I will say it's one of the most important movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Black Panther is a sign for the future that Hollywood isn't afraid to make changes, bring in a diverse cast, and show how doors can be opened and accepted for cultural advancements on the big screen. I love the attention to details, to the African culture, the clothing, and the history. Marvel is showing how people can make a movie that doesn't really water down the culture or people, yet they make it something, and something really special for everyone to enjoy, no matter who you are or where you are from. It's a reminder of how far movies and our society have actually come. All cultures and people can, be equally represented on the big screen, and that is something I think most people can definitely agree on. The film is directed by Ryan Coogler. He is the director of Creed and Fruitvale Station, and Coogler continues to impress me as a director. He continues to work with MichaelBJordan, and Jordan is a real standout in this film. Jordan is now my favorite villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, definitely. But he's also one of the best comic book villains I've honestly seen in a very long time, if not years. You understand his motive, you care for him, you understand his backstory, and at times you can actually identify with MichaelBJordan. I would say that MichaelBJordan as Eric Killmonger, he actually kind of steals the show away from Black Panther at times. Boseman is good as Black Panther once again, and I'm glad we get to see him in more Marvel movies. For instance, Avengers: Infinity War Part 1. This movie has some really good, talented people behind the screen and on the screen as well. This has some of the best casting choices I've seen in any Marvel movie. The only actor and character who I would have liked to see more of is Andy Serkis as Claw. Claw was a huge part of the Black Panther comic books. If anyone's ever read those comic books, you know Claw is a huge character. But I just wish we would have gotten more time with him on the screen. I do have some issues with the movie as well. For one, the cinematography, it looks good, but it could have looked better because I find that in the beginning and throughout the movie they had some really dark lighting. I understand what they were going for with Black Panther almost being like Batman, but just the dark lighting and some of the action sequences, it was actually kind of hard to tell what was going on. Also, I find some of the CGI and the effects at times, it almost looks more like a video game, and I find that kind of takes the viewer out of the story a little bit. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's vibranium rhinos. That does sound kind of cool. But the vibranium rhinos at times, they just looked almost too fake and video game-ish to me. What I really like about this is how important this film is. It's a movie that has a message for the viewers. One of the main messages being you should be happy where you are from, and you should want to know more about your family history and your roots. This movie shows all people, but especially Black men and women, that you're beautiful, you're bold, and you have so much to be proud of despite what our society and some people may say sometimes. This movie is a beautiful thing because it's not just a movie for Black Americans or people of African descent. It's honestly for everyone. If how can I say this? It's simply a movie that brings people together. The film does a great job of making people of Wakanda and the actual place, seem really beautiful. It has great technology, great clothes, gadgets, and all that fun stuff to make you wish you were really there. I love Lupita Nyong'o and the warrior women of Wakanda. Those women have some of the best fight choreography I've seen in any superhero movie, or any movie in a very long time. As much as I like Boseman as the character, I still can't help but think how this is Michael B. Jordan's movie. Jordan's character also reminded me of Scar from The Lion King at certain points. Actually, there are a lot of, plot elements and story elements in Black Panther that seem to have a lot of similarities between the Disney animated movie The Lion King. Which actually kind of makes sense. I could see why they would grab some inspiration from that movie because, Disney works with Marvel Studios now, and they actually are planning a reboot of The Lion King in the live action version, very similar to how they did the recent Jungle Book movie. But I really enjoyed seeing how beautiful Wakanda was and how the people were just so beautiful and everything was just really great. Overall, I really do like this movie, and I love seeing the comic book genre grow, and I love seeing movies represent all cultures, especially on a big budget, wide release and popular movie like this. Andy Serkis could have gotten more time to shine, especially if you know how heavy-handed that character is in the Black Panther comic books. The CGI and lighting, during fighting scenes, I thought could have been a lot better, and at times it just looked way too dark and it was hard to tell what was going on. And overall, I really thought this was a good movie, and the CGI could have used some work. It looked too video game-ish and cartoonish and just not real, to be honest. Marvel fan or not, I feel like this is a movie you should definitely see, or at least check out. Overall, I really enjoyed the movie, and I feel like this is something to be seen by everyone, mainly because it's such a diverse cast, and it's on the big screen, and it shows how far our cinema and history have come. I am more than proud to give Black Panther 4.5 out of 5 Panther pieces. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you're still in the Black Panther mood, you may check out the written review if you haven't already, or you may also check out the other video, Interesting Facts About Black Panther as well. I think you'll enjoy that one as well. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.